Welcome to Sensual Innovations TV. If you're a returning member, I want to say thank you for returning. I'm Princess2goddess, P2G for short. I'm not sure what just happened, but we got kicked off of YouTube live stream. So I'm gonna wait for you guys to show back up into the chat. I'm not sure what just happened. That's weird. But anyway, as I said, welcome to Central Innovations TV. I am Princess Goddess, or P2G for short, and school is now in session right here in the community of mirrors every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What's up, Robbie? I was about to say I'm late. No, you're not late. You're right on time, Robbie. Jason Kenner says, "Yay, you're back." Yes, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, so today's topic is secrets to dealing with insults and negative comments. A lot of you guys are trying to get your New Year's resolutions on. You're trying to better yourself, and sometimes the decisions that you make are not going to be um, popular among the people that you are possibly leaving behind, or maybe you're doing something that's different than you used to do, and a lot of people around you may have something negative to say or maybe insult you about what you are currently trying to do. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Again, before we get started, I like to do the roll call. Go ahead and drop your city or your state or your country in the comments so we can see who's all here tonight. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Okay, so this message in particular is for people who are open to constant scrutiny. So, maybe you're an influencer or you're an upcoming influencer, or, maybe you have some type of particular like platform that you speak on, and you notice that people are saying things to you that you don't like, or maybe they're being, insulting. This is also for people with negative family members who always have something to say. You know how people are. They don't really have anything better to do with their lives. So they're always having something to say about what you're doing, the choices that you're making. Okay. And this is also for people looking to change their lives against popular opinion. Okay. Anytime you decide to do something that other people don't agree with, they're always going to have something negative to say, or, maybe even go to insults. But before we get started, I want to go to the chat and see who's all here. Okay. Andrew, okay, you back. Okay. So we got South Carolina in the house. We've got Milwaukee in the house, Ohio. Um, no, you're not late. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. All right. So let's just get right into the topic. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to take a look at. Hold on. Robbie Bush says, when are you going to do another spiritual reading night? You know what? Oh, Scotland in the house. What's up, Andrew? Um, so I'll do another spiritual reading night. You know what? I'll start doing them as of next week. Okay. I promise you that. I'll start doing them as of next week. And more than likely, it won't be a live, it'll be a video. Okay. So because I'm only gonna do one live a night, and I like to bring messages where you guys can talk back and forth to me. So yeah, I'll definitely I'll hook you up. Don't worry about that. Okay. So the first thing that I want you to understand when it comes to dealing with people is that everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to have an opinion about something. Everybody's going to have something to say. And let's really pick apart what an opinion is, okay? So I took the time to sit down and to really just hack out the ideal of what an opinion is. And let me read you what I came up with, okay? So an opinion is a belief based on a single viewpoint fueled by individual fears and insecurities, personal truths, past experiences, and limitations and restrictions, or the lack thereof, felt by that one individual person. Okay. So anytime you ask someone for their opinion, or they're openly giving you their opinion without being asked, they are coming to you from a single viewpoint, from a place from where they are, you know, giving you their belief based off of the things that they have experienced, the things that their failures, their successes, okay? And what you have to understand is that not everyone's experience here on life is different. Everyone's failures are not going to be the same. That's why we have people who get up and they change the world, because where one person might have failed to do what they have done, this person was able to accomplish that. Okay. So everyone's viewpoint is going to be different. Everyone's failures are different. And so asking someone else their opinion, or allowing someone to impose their opinion upon you, is a detriment to what you could possibly contribute to the world, or what you could possibly experience in your own personal life. Okay, go into the chats real quick. Robbie Bush says, "Woo woo! I'm excited, can't wait." Okay, I'm glad you're excited. I'm definitely gonna hook it up. I'm gonna do the spiritual reading night. Don't you worry. Maz 3 PA. Buenas noches, bella mujer. Gracias, señor. Okay, y'all didn't know I could speak a little Espanol. I know. Okay. All right. So that's what an opinion is. Okay. It's basically one viewpoint from one person based on all of the things that they have experienced or have not experienced. And a lot of people are not even, they're not even like an authority source to be able to give an opinion on a lot of different things, because most people that give an opinion haven't experienced enough to give you an opinion. Okay. All right. So keeping that in mind, there are 3 things that I want to tell you to do, or some do's and don'ts, and then we'll talk about some techniques to kind of combat that negative energy that people are sending your way. Okay. All right. So, but before we move on, one more thing. I just want to tell you, if you are seeking the approval of others, you do not trust yourself or believe in yourself enough to make your own decisions or to direct your own life. If you are seeking out the opinions of other people, you are saying that I am not equipped to make a decision about my own life. I don't know enough to trust my own intuition, my own beliefs, my own thoughts in order to make my own decisions. That is what you were saying. When you ask someone, you go, "Oh, I was thinking about doing this. What do you think?" You don't trust your own feelings. And what you're doing is you're seeking out validation. And you're just waiting for someone to say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I agree with you," or they'll say, "No, maybe you should do it this way." Okay? So, just so you realize what you're doing, what you're saying, and the energy that you're putting out when you allow somebody else to impose their opinion on you, or when you go seeking the opinion of other people, what you're saying is you do not trust yourself. You do not trust what you feel, what you think, or you don't believe that you are capable of making a decision for yourself, and you have to have somebody else to support that decision. So keep that in mind, okay? We are not looking for validation. We're not seeking out people to tell us whether or not the decisions that we're making are right or wrong, because you are the authority of your life. You know what's good for you. You know what's not good for you based off your own personal experience. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that out there before we go to the do's and don'ts. When someone comes to you and they're being negative and insulting you. Okay. All right. So if someone is coming to you, let's just say it can be in person. These can be comments on social media. You know how people are. People just really they love to give their 2 cents when you say something. You can, I know Facebook asks you all the time, what's on your mind, right? And you put your little comment out there, or you say something, and then here comes somebody else and they have something to say about what you're saying. And usually most people, it's like they can't say anything positive. They always have something negative to say, or they always, they randomly coming out of the blue and want to give you an insult, okay? So, the first thing you're going to do is you're not going to respond. You're not going to respond to this person because you don't want to give them the attention that they're looking for, because obviously that's what they came for. They came to redirect your attention and put it on themselves. So what you're not going to do is you're not going to respond. Secondly, reassure yourself that you know who you are, and that whatever it is that they are saying, if it is indeed an insult, that it's not true, it's not real, and they're only saying this because they want attention, okay? Thirdly, know that everyone has a right to have an opinion, doesn't mean that it's correct. So just like you have your own thoughts, beliefs, and opinions, everyone else have their own thoughts, beliefs, and opinions as well, and they are entitled to have those opinions. They can think whatever they want to, but it doesn't mean that it's right. One person might think that fried rice is the best food on the planet. Somebody else might think that chicken is the most delicious thing they ever had in their life. It doesn't mean that one person is right or wrong, or one is better than the other. It just means that you guys have two different viewpoints. So consider this when somebody comes to you and they're saying something to you that you know to not be true about yourself. Okay. Now, before we go any further, make sure you hit the like button. Go ahead, hit the like button on the video there. Yes, thank you. All right, now let's get into some techniques, because you know I like to do introspective work. I like to work with the mind, and I like to help you use your mind in order to combat negative energy or just negative situations in general, okay? So I have 10 techniques, and I'm going to try to go through this a little quick because it's a lot. All right. So, here are some techniques that you can incorporate when coming up against people who have negative things to say to you or have insults to say about you. Okay. The first technique is to sort of put yourself in their position and have compassion for them, or feel sorry for them, however you want to word that. But understand that if somebody is insulting you, then they are coming from a place of hurt and pain. Okay. They are coming from a place of hurt and pain, and they need attention. Okay. So let's think about this. Let's say I'm a very positive person, and I believe that anybody who wants to do anything, they can do it if they put their mind to it, right? That's how I believe. And so when I address people, that's the place from which I am addressing people. So anything that I say to someone is in the ideal that if they really want to do something and they apply themselves, they can do it. Now, let's take a person who is insulting you. If they are insulting you, you already know that their mental is in a place that's already negative. How they got there, we don't know. But as a human, from one human to another, this technique will allow you to not feel so upset about the words that this person may be using or what they may be saying. You can come from a place of compassion and understanding that hurt people do hurt people. They say things out of their mouths because they are hurt. And the only way that they can get that out is by hurting someone else. Okay. So it's not personal. This is not personal. This really has nothing to do with you. They are saying these things because they are coming from a place of pain. All right. Let me go to the chats. You guys good in there? Hey, what's going on? Let's see who's here. Let me scroll up. Oh, you guys are so active tonight. Okay, let me scroll up. Oh, Dwayne says, "Hi, goddess. What's up, babe? How you doing?" Dr. Feelgood says, "You make my My damn decision. Ah, you're so funny. Um, Junior Mars, what's up? Let me go scroll down a little bit. Reggie Bush says, let me ask you a question. What if you have a wife, husband? What if you have a wife or husband and you want to keep the peace in the house? Is the same as asking somebody something for validation. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, if you have a wife or a husband in a house, you guys are on a team. Okay. So to ask your spouse about something, in my opinion, it's not, I mean, that's what you should do. Unless it does, if it only directly affects you, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, at that level, when you're married to someone, it's okay to ask them their opinion and what they think, because what you do is going to indirectly affect them, unless it's, cutting your hair or wearing socks, different socks or something like that. I don't know. But if you're talking about like life decisions and life choices, what you do is going to affect them. So asking them for their opinion about what you're going to do, I think that's okay. And when I talk about seeking validation, we're talking about you making choices for your life or deciding to do something but not carrying it out because you're afraid. And so in order to get that push that you need, you ask other people. And that can backfire on you because sometimes you might be looking for validation. You might be looking for someone to give you that push that you need, and they might totally derail you and give you the opposite of what you were looking for. Okay. So if there are some things that you're deciding to do with your life and choices that you're deciding to make, you need to dig deep within yourself and, really map out everything and decide whether or not what you are thinking about pursuing, whether or not it's good for you. That's a good question, though. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Back to the chats. Okay. Oh my gosh, Dr. Feelgood, you are crazy. Ben Stock says she's back. Yes, baby. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I am reading comments. I read the comments when I take a break, boo. Ben Stock says, you can definitely tell you've been killing the gym. I have. I have been in the gym. And Chino Miles says, hey, beautiful. What's up? How you doing, love? Jason Kenner says, I agree. People who are unhappy say mean things to make other people feel unhappy. That's true. It's like they want to pull you into the frequency that they are in. They want to pull you down. They want to make you feel as bad as they feel so they can feel better about themselves. Andrew says, I'm so glad you're not well known yet because it gives us a chance to connect with you on lives instead of the chats being flooded by 1,000 members commenting at such a fast and rapid rate. I know, right? You just wait. You wait till we get the school full. Wait till the school is full of people, Andrew. You just wait. Robbie Bush says, yeah, like life decisions. Yes, life decisions. If you're married, look, if you're married, then yes. If you have a partner, then yes. I think that it would be best that you consult with your partner, and hopefully you have someone who's supportive and who's not going to try and hold you back just because of their insecurities and their fears. Robbie Bush says, people saying mean things are like that old saying, misery loves company. I agree. Andrew says, no, that's not what I meant. I meant you're going to respond or even read the negative comments because then it won't even set the vibe. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like if you're on your social media and you come across a negative comment, like, just disregard. I get negative comments sometimes, not often, but I do get them. And you pass over them and you keep moving because they want your energy. That's obviously why they're reaching out. They want your energy. And the best thing you can do is to not give it to them. Okay, moving on. Technique number 2. Remind yourself that you are not remind yourself that they are not a valid source of authority, so their opinion doesn't count. Okay. Now, unless this is your spouse, like we talked about, then this person doesn't really have, like, it doesn't matter what they have to say. What you're going to do doesn't affect them, and how they feel about what you're doing doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect you. So remember that they're not a source of authority. No one really is a source of authority on the decisions that you are making with your life. Only you are the authority of the decision that you're making with your life, okay? And you're not going to even get mad at the person. You just have to keep it cool, calm, and collected, because the moment you lose your cool, then you've already lost, I guess. And yes, also life is too short. Yes, definitely. I agree, Andrew. Thank you for that. Look at you. You full of wisdom tonight. Okay, so the third technique that I want to talk about is, okay, so with this one, what you'll do is you'll categorize them so as to take away the personalization of the whole aspect and understand what their job is. So when I say categorize them, basically, categorize them as trolls, haters, whatever you want to call them. Whoever this person is, they're a part of a group of people who like to do this sort of thing. Take away the personalization of the comment by remembering that they are just one of many haters, and this is what they do. This is their job. If they are a hater, their job is to send out hate. Okay? Remember, it's not personal. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them and their insecurities or their lack of good judgment. Okay? Technique number 4. What you're being called, find the positive aspect in it. If you find that you cannot combat what they're saying, okay? If I don't know, if somebody's calling you gay, okay? And you, first of all, you're not gay, but it makes you upset to be called gay, okay? What you want to do is find the positive aspect in the name that they're calling you. What are some positive attributes about gay people? Well, a lot of them take great pride in the way that they look. Okay. So in your mind, if you go, oh, yeah, oh, you're calling me gay? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, gay people take pride in the way that they look. So I'm not offended by that. Okay. So you're trying to offend me with a title that doesn't offend me because there are positive aspects to it. Okay. That's the ideal to this technique. Or let's say, I don't know, well, let's say somebody called me a man. I don't know. All right. Oh, you're such a man. I don't know what else. Well, I find men to be very authoritative and very dominating. And I I think that is a good aspect to have, to dominate. Okay. So you're calling me a man. Okay. What's the negative aspect to that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the technique of basically just finding a positive aspect in whatever name that they're calling you. Okay. Let me go to the chats. Make sure you guys gotta keep up with you guys. Lewis says a melting pot had to watch you. Oh, what's up, Lewis? How you doing? Oh, Jason Kidder says, Princess, I don't understand how a gay man can look at you and still be gay. We all have our preferences, and that's quite okay. All right. Andrew says, I feel if I was to be called gay, all you should really do is just stay calm and don't rise to them calling you that. I know it could be really annoying because that could start a delusion. Well, I mean, remember, you have to be confident in who you are. You have to know who you are. It's a daily conversation with yourself, knowing exactly who you are and not allowing people to say things with no like no evidence. They don't have any evidence. People usually grab whatever words they can grab or whatever titles they feel like will be offensive to you and throw them at you. None of them even really have any validity. It's really just mudslinging, okay? There's really no intent behind it except for to make you upset, okay? So that's why these techniques are, I'm giving you these techniques so that you can not become upset, okay? The fifth one is rest assured that this person has no impact on your life unless you allow it. They cannot complete the mission, and remember, the mission is to make you mad or to pull you down into a negative emotion. They have no impact on you unless you allow them to. Unless you allow it to make you upset, it doesn't work. And in the end, if they see that it doesn't work, they're probably just going to get more upset, and you've reversed the spell, okay? So just understand that whatever they're saying to you, it cannot have an effect on you unless you allow it to have an effect on you. Number 6, if you find that you are still angered by what this person is saying, the insults that they are making, or the negative comments they're making, disconnect mentally from what is happening. Like if this is happening in person, of course. It's way easier to do this if someone's sending you a message over the internet. But in person, like if this is happening to you in person, disconnect mentally from the situation and take your mind to something that makes you happy, something that makes you smile, and you might even give a little smirk or a smile. Now, this may make this person upset, but at least you won't be upset anymore, okay? Let me go to the chats. Dwayne Isaac says, is wishing your ex happy birthday a good idea? Sure, if you want to say happy birthday. I mean, don't do it with the ideal of hoping that you're going to get something in return because you might be disappointed, okay? But sure, go ahead. If you want to say happy birthday, go ahead. Unless you got a restraining order that says you can't. Okay, number 7, realize that what you are doing is comment worthy. Now, this right here, I think this is like the most important technique. If someone is coming to you, especially out of the blue, especially someone you don't know, if they're coming to you and they're saying negative comments to you or they're making insults, understand that whatever it is that transpired before they came is comment worthy. You have become, the center of their attention now. Realize that whatever you did really put you on the map because now someone felt so strongly that they had to come and make a comment to you now. So just accept that whatever you just said or whatever you just did was attention provoking, okay? Accept that. Take it in and be proud because a lot of people are ignored and can't be seen, okay? So find joy in the ideal that someone now feels like you are important enough for them to come out of wherever they came from and make a comment, okay? You have made it. Let me check the chats. All right. Moving on. All right. So technique number 8. Understand that you are obviously worth the time it took to direct the comment at you. Time is the most important thing you can never get back, and they have taken their time to address you. This goes along with being comment worthy. Not only are you comment worthy, but now you are important enough that this person took time out of their day or whatever from whatever they were doing to come and address you. Time is important. Just like I'm sitting here, you guys are important to me. So I've taken time out of my evening to come and give you this message because you are important. Now, take that and direct that to the person who's making comments at you. They are coming to you and giving you their time when they could be doing something completely different. So rejoice in the fact that you are important enough that this person took the time out to come and say something to you. Dr. Feelgood says, but no insults, all live, sister. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but okay. Andrew says, LOL, don't forget us when you get famous and have millions of followers. Oh, Andrew, of course not. I'm going to be here every Wednesday night when I'm not taking a break. Okay. Technique number 9. Realize that you have gained control over this person. They have given you their energy, so take it and use it. Okay. So when you can make someone, because obviously they don't like what you're doing, or they find something negative or bad or uncomfortable in what you are doing or saying, that you have gained enough control over them to make them stop doing what they were doing to come and address you. That's control. That is control. When you can get someone to come to you, that is control. Jason Kenner says, thank you for your time and you're appreciated. Of course, love. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm here for you guys. All right, so that was technique number 9. Number 10. So say thank you and keep it moving. Okay, so basically, all of these techniques are centered around changing your perspective of the situation, changing your mind. You know, I like to do introspective work, as we spoke about before. Changing your mind so that you can, breathe easy, so you can relax and move forward with whatever it is you're doing. Remember, opinions, everyone's got one. Everyone's got one. And just because they have it, it doesn't mean that it's right. And it doesn't mean that it's right for you. And people that are insulting you or saying negative things to you are coming from a place of pain and hurt or insecurities of their own. I want you to notice something. When let's say you notice that a person is always talking about the way someone looks. Look at how they look. And then observe how they speak about themselves. 9 times out of 10, this person does not like the way that they look. They don't like the way that they feel in their body. They're not comfortable in their own skin. So what they do with other people is they point out flaws on other people. It's a normalization thing. It allows them to feel comfortable in their own skin because they are able to see flaws in other people. Okay? You will notice that people who are not comfortable with the way they look are always talking about the way that someone else looks. It just makes them feel more comfortable. So it's not personal, and it has nothing to do with that person really. It's more of a reflection of the way that person feels about themselves on the inside. Andrew says, this sounds like most people at my work. Look, a lot of people are just not happy with who they are or where they are in life. And in order to feel like they are not below people, they try to pull them down. They try to tear them down with them, basically, is what's happening. Okay. All right. So I hope this helped. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and make sure you hit the bell. hit the bell and hit all so that you get all the notifications of when I come live or when I post a video. Robbie Bush says, you're right. That's why I don't surround myself around negative energy. Andrew says, well, we work in a biscuit factory, so maybe I can't blame them. I mean, but if you enjoy working there, then, it's all about perspective. If you enjoy working there and you have no problem doing what you're doing, then you can be happy doing it. But if for some reason you feel like you should be doing something different or better, then that's when people start to have problems, okay? You have to learn to be happy where you are, and if you want to change, then you have to learn to make plans to put the changes into effect. But going around and being negative or insulting other people because you feel bad about yourself or where you are only creates more negative energy. It makes people not like you, okay? Anyway, so thank you for tuning in this evening. I will be back Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you have any topics that you want me to cover, please send me an email at risha@sensualinnovations.com. Okay? I'm taking any topics you guys want to hear about. I do have some topics that are pre-scheduled already, but I like to give you what you want. Make sure that you, again, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with anybody that you know who made a New Year's resolution. It's really hard, to change the way that you've already been doing things. It's hard enough to push forward and to change things. So to have people that are coming against you or saying things about you or making you feel bad for your new insight or perspective about life just makes it that much harder. So please help your friends out, help your family out, send them this video so they can have a way to protect themselves in situations like this so that they can move forward in life and they can be happy and be the best versions of themselves. Okay? Don't forget to visit the website at www.sensualinnovations.com. That's www.sensualinnovations.com. All of my information is in the box below. And I will see you guys next time. Before I go, let me check the chats. Make sure you guys haven't said anything. Nope. Andrew says, thanks for having us. Of course, love. Ben Stock says, another good one. Makes me think of my old friends. I fired them and moved forward. You're hilarious. Robbie wishes, can you make a video about energy? What exactly about energy, Robbie, would you like to know? I know a lot about energy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you guys next time right here in the Community of Mirrors, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah.